Hello, Steve White, Steve White's 89. Well, I was going to read this article on trekmovie.com and do a video about it, but I don't even need to read past the title to just reaffirm the fact that these people don't know what Star Trek is and they're going in the wrong direction as usual. The title of the article is New Villain Actor for Star Trek Discovery is Hyping Season 5. Star Trek never had villains. They had antagonists, and they had situations that need to be resolved. This idea that it's basically Wrath of Khan begun this, and for some people Star Trek is just goodies versus baddies in space, cowboys and Indians in space basically, where it's just I just can't, because Star Trek is not about that. It's about exploration. It's about exploring humanity. It's about just small individual, episodic stories, not just this big sort of war arc villain. I mean, that's Star Wars. And the fact that people don't know that and keep doing it over and over again. And the first season of Enterprise was, Discovery was awful. The second season was better. It had a couple of almost decent episodes, and Pike and Spock really saved it. Then they went to season 3, which was the worst season of Star Trek ever, or anything Discovery's done, where they basically went to a future where the Federation was destroyed. So there goes all our hope for the future, basically, and anything, positive that came from Star Trek. And eventually they saved the day, of course, because only they can. And it was really awful. Now the fourth season started off okay and got decent, and there were a few episodes where it actually felt like Star Trek towards the end, when they're trying to communicate. It was all about communicating with this it's just how did they manage to get something right when everything else is really wrong? So it's just a bit of a mess. And this new thing, it seems like they're just ripping off Indiana Jones now. Because it seemed like the only reason why, I'm sort of realising the only reason why season 4 was good was because the end of it, they were copying Star Trek the Motion Picture, basically. Because they don't seem to be able to write anything original. They just copy and take from Star Trek, and it's just very insular. It's just, I don't know what else to say. They just don't get it. It's not about villain, it's not about fighting, and just one story. It's like, if you don't like it, then the whole season there's just nothing for you to watch. It's just maddening, the way they do it. Who is the actor who plays him? The strike's over. The production is just starting to get back into gear. There's one expected to release new. I'm not going to read all this. I can't find the name of the actor. Oh, there it is. Elias Totfexis? I don't know what his name is. But yeah, I mean, if you see Star Trek as just goodies and baddies in space, flying around in spaceships shooting at each other, you don't know what Star Trek is. You missed the point, and you should be gatekept and kept out of the fandom, because you're just watering it down and ruining it. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I just saw this and I was like, I had some hope for the fourth season because the third season ended well. I thought maybe they've worked out what Star Trek is, and then I realised no, they were just copying the motion picture, which is why it turned out so good. And now they're not copying Star Trek, now they're copying Indiana Jones from what we can tell. And it's just not Star Trek, it's not how Star Trek works. They miss the point, they don't get it, and they make it impossible to enjoy, for fans to enjoy. But I'm going to go. My eyes are basically falling asleep right now. It's 4 a.m. in the morning in Australia. But I'm up to 4 minutes, so I should be stopping before 5 anyway. But there's some other news. What else was there? Something else I was going to comment on. There's one other article, because I just had a look at trekmovie.com to see what was happening. And of course, because I'm rushing for time, it won't. Of course, instead of doing what I wanted, it's gone to an ad for some sort of flashlight. Okay, can you just go to home, please? I've pressed it twice. I don't want to be sold something. Okay, what was the story? Oh, Section 31, of course. The movie is reportedly prepping production. Apparently, they could have gotten out of it during the strikes, but Michelle Yeoh kept it going because I guess she knows as an Asian woman there's not a lot of opportunities that she has to lead a film despite the Oscar. She probably hasn't had the kind of offers and the amount of breaks that she thought she was going to get after she won the Oscar. So she's clinging on to this movie because it's one of the things. It's one of the things that she can do. And yeah, apparently they're going back into production, or they're still prepping for it, and apparently it is going to happen. So it's disappointing because it's the absolute antithesis of Star Trek. Section 31, what they created in Deep Space Nine, they're pro-war. The idea that Star Trek, the utopian universe Gene Roddenberry created, couldn't exist. That it could only exist if evil was, built into the institution and so forth. It was just appalling. And yeah, it's just no real news. Just production's sort of crawling along and going in the wrong direction as usual. So yeah, I'm going to go. I'm really tired, but I had to talk about this for a second because it just drives me nuts. But yeah.